Hey everybody, this is Brian with Bear Cards 34, coming back with a mail day video. This last week as a Jazz fan has been pretty crazy. First they traded Royce O'Neal, which was okay, but then my guy Rudy Gobert got traded to the Timberwolves for a whole bunch of draft picks and a couple of players. I'm going to miss that guy, love that guy. So wanted to rip into a couple of these hanger packs that I purchased from Walmart, and I thought this would be a good video to do that, so I'll rip into that. Then I'll show my mail day pickups, which were all eBay, I believe. But I wanted to give it a shout out to my good buddy Ed over at Angry Old Man. He gave me this Dan Hampton auto a while back as a gift. This is one of my favorite things in my entire collection. Ed just put out a new video, great video. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. He's a great guy in the community, and his videos for me are must watch. I make sure to watch all of his videos. He has an amazing collection of autographs, gives some really great information, and he's just a super nice guy in the hobby. I'll include a link to his video down below. If you haven't checked him out, please do so. All right, so let's go ahead and rip into this. We're looking for retail exclusive Emerald parallels. So this is not my favorite product. You don't get a lot of the shine. There are not a lot of rookies. There are some inserts, but it is NFL football. And as you know, if you watch my channel, I am a sucker for football cards. Let's go ahead and see what we got. So we got Drew Lock, now of the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson, right after, of the Broncos. So there we go. Nice fitting. Jonathan Taylor, one of my favorite players in the league. Kyler Murray. Allen Robinson II, no longer with my Bears, but had a good career with us. DeAndre, us, them. How many of you guys refer to your team as us? They were talking about that on the news the other day with the Jazz, trades. They interviewed people on the street, and everybody was saying we and our. And the news anchors had commented about that. Just how you you feel like they're a part of you, your community. So I'm not even in Chicago, but I still think of them as us. Do you guys do that too? Or is it them for you guys? Big Ben. Hey, there we go. Nice little winning ticket. Kyler Murray. Nice looking card. This is our parallel, our Emerald parallel. So it's round numbers with Najee Harris. So Steeler card 7. If you're watching, I have a little care package for you. I'm going to go ahead and include that one. So that one will be coming your way. We got a playoff ticket of Stephon Diggs. And so along with Jonathan Taylor, one of my other favorite players in the league is Nick Chubb. That's a nice Gladiators card of Nick Chubb there. He's been awesome. And I think because Walter Payton's my all-time favorite player, I'm a sucker for good running backs. They've always been kind of my favorite. I know the quarterbacks are a lot of fun, exciting. Darnell Mooney had a good year for the Bears last year. But running backs are my favorite position overall, I would say. Matt Ryan, going to be interesting to see how he does with the Colts this year. Got a Mike Evans. He's on his way, I think, to a potentially a Hall of Fame career if he keeps it up a little longer. Marquise Brown, Thielen, Nick Chubb, nice. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Cooks /99. Julio Jones, Joey Bosa. Oh, nice. Very cool. So kind of a PC for me. I collect players who played college ball in Utah, and he's from Utah, Zach Wilson, with Trey Lance. So that's a nice card right there. Yeah, that's probably my favorite that I've gotten. Oh, nice. Dak Prescott, green MVP. We got a TJ Watt power. I like these power cards. They're kind of fun. There was a card from Score. I think it was 1990 Score. They had an insert that kind of reminded me of these. Can't remember what they were called, though. And then Frank Reich playoff ticket. That was an amazing game. Oilers-Bills. If you haven't seen that, go watch the highlights online. That was an amazing game. All right, so there's my little rip. Okay, now we'll go into these eBay pickups. So this first one here, this is a Bowman Chrome 2021 Brandon Marsh Rookie of the Year favorites. This guy played his AAA ball for a little bit in my home state of Utah for the Salt Lake Bees. And he's on the Angels now. He didn't play in 2020. AAA was kind of shut down because of the COVID pandemic, and so the minor leagues weren't going. But in 2021, he started off with the Bees, and then he was called up to the Angels, I think in like midsummer. So I'm keeping an eye on this guy, hoping he does well. So there's kind of a theme here. Maybe I kind of got in a mood one day while I was on eBay. So here's another one. So this is the Topps 2021 Heritage Minors, which features Brandon Marsh in his Salt Lake Bees attire. So I was happy to get that one as well. And then one more, Brandon Marsh. So the Cubs are my team just by default with the Bears, and so they're my team. But I'd say the Angels are number 2 for me. Just because, the guys who play here, they get called up and they go over there. So that's been kind of fun. This is my favorite of the 3. This is a Bowman Chrome Prospect Sapphire SP Atomic. And I was really happy to get that one. So I'll be keeping an eye on him. I don't follow baseball nearly as much as I follow football. So if you guys know much about him, let me know. And while I was looking, while I found those online, there was a deal for this. I just thought, hey, maybe they have some Salt Lake Bees cards. And so this is the 2016 Salt Lake Bees team set. Some of the notable players who played for the Bees would include Mike Trout, which is pretty cool. David Ortiz also played in Salt Lake City for AAA ball. So let's see here. Oh, wow. Hey, that's the way to do it right here. Now, I don't think I'm going to eat this, but there we go. That'll keep the gum fresh, and it keeps it from damaging the cards. Very nice. Sure wish that was the case for the older packs that really get roughed up. All right, now, again, because I'm not super familiar, I may recognize a couple of these names just from the Bees, but if any of you guys know of any of these guys in the big leagues, let me know. AJ Achter, Al Albuquerque. Nice name. So here are the backs. So it looks like he'd been to Detroit prior to that. Jose Alvarez. Cool. Right on. That's good. Like him. Jeff Broussard. Alan Busenitz. Tyler DeLoach. Javi Guerra. Chris Jones. Lucas Lugti. Greg Molly. Kyle McGowan. Tyler Skaggs. Nate Smith. Jose Valdez. Blaine Weller. Jet Bandy. Anthony Bemboom. Juan Gratterall. Quentin Berry. Nick Buss. Jamon Choi. Caleb Cowart. It's nice. They actually included quite a few cards here. Todd Cunningham. Ryan Jackson. Sherman Johnson. Jeffrey Marty. Rafael Ortega. Brendan Ryan. Caltoe. We got a Salt Lake. Oh, that's cool. So Steve Klauke, the guy in the middle here, he's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees. So that's a broadcaster card. He's been around forever. He's got a great radio voice. I've been listening to him on the radio in one form or another since I was a little kid. So that's probably my favorite card, actually. Keith Johnson, Tom Tornicasa, Eric Bennett, Andrew Chappelle, Brian Ranker, who is a trainer. And then here is a Bumble, who is the Salt Lake Bees mascot. I went to a game one year with my daughter, and Bumble was very friendly, gave an autograph on a baseball for my oldest daughter. That was pretty fun. So the Bees, before they were the Bees, they were the Salt Lake Trappers back in the day. And Eddie, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? I'm thinking Eddie Murray, but it's Bill Murray. Bill Murray used to be a co-owner of the Trappers. Bill Murray from Ghostbusters and all those classic movies. All right, so that's a fun little rip. I'm happy to have that team set. That'll be nice for my PC. Don't have a big baseball PC, but there's some. Okay, well, let's see. So this, okay. If you follow my channel, you know I'm slowly but surely trying to complete the 2007 Topps Chrome White Refractor team set for the Bears. So this is a Chris Leak rookie card. He played for the Florida Gators. He was not drafted in the NFL, but right after the draft, the Bears immediately signed him. And he only got to play in one preseason game. So these are numbered out of 869. He only made one appearance. It was in the final preseason game. Did not make the team. But still cool to have the card as part of that Bears team set. And I know that I actually remember him also from, he played in the CFL for a little while with the Montreal Alouettes, who are my favorite CFL team. I don't get to watch a lot of CFL, but the Alouettes for a while had one of the all-time great Canadian Football League quarterbacks, Anthony Calvillo, who broke all kinds of records, and he's from my alma mater of Utah State. And Chris Leak signed with them and was Anthony's backup. He even got to start a few games as well. So happy to have that one for the collection. And I have one more. Yeah, okay. So another one for that team set. And this is Desmond Clark. So this is a tight end. Obviously, if you're following football, he's probably a lot more well-known in the NFL. He played for a long time. He had like 3 years with the Broncos, a year with the Dolphins, and then he went over to the Bears. I know he was a Pro Bowl alternate back in 2005 and helped the Bears. He was a big part of that Bears' success in 2006 when they made it all the way to the Super Bowl where they lost to the Colts. But Desmond Clark, he's from Wake Forest, just like my namesake Brian Piccolo, who also played for the Bears. Yeah, he had a really solid career in the NFL. So happy to add those two to my ever-growing collection. And like I said, I'm not rushing to get this set, but I'd really like to get the whole team set at some point. I think the Devin Hester is going to be maybe a little more costly. Same with Brian Urlacher, maybe. All right, so this one right here, this is my last one for today. This is from DC Sports. All right, this is an Alex Smith. I was really happy to get this one. So he's one of my original PC guys. This is an Alex Smith 2021 Donruss Highlights autograph. It's numbered 67 out of 99. And the reason I really wanted to get this is, he played for the University of Utah. I followed his whole NFL career. Love the guy. And this is for the highlight, it's that he earned the NFL Comeback Player of the Year award. And, he really, he got injured at the end of the season in 2018 against the Texans, J.J. Watt. His knee just got destroyed, infected. There's a great documentary called Project 11 that if you haven't seen, I would highly recommend. It really just shows how amazing it is that he was ever able to set foot on an NFL field again after that. And he went on to he was third string quarterback to start the season in 2020, and then ended up after a series of events becoming the starter and led the Washington football team to the playoffs. Unfortunately, his knee had been aggravating him to the point his leg had been aggravating him where he wasn't able to play in the playoff game, unfortunately. But just a great story, and I was really happy to be able to find a card that highlighted his Comeback Player of the Year. And I know just recently he was in the news, his young daughter had an emergency surgery to remove a brain tumor. So, obviously wishing her and him and their whole family well, and hopefully everything can go well there. But anyway, very happy to have that card and add it to my Alex Smith PC. So that'll do it for today. So thanks for watching. Everybody feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, go Bears.